advance to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
I got one, but I covered the fucking thing with like simulated.
Let's go.
I covered the fucking thing, but actually I'm going to say the stadium to be fucked up again, so I can redo it.
Ready? 53, Mike. And come on out here, come get some. Come on, come get some.
And an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Well, he's free going down the left side. That's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Holy shit, my nigga still hurt.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking downfield for Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jackson on first down. Woo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead now moves to 11-0 here in the first. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Williams. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And now Now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 11-0 our score after one. On 3rd down, it's Hubbard, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he lost the football.
I got it.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes looking deep for Julio. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it back, Jello.
Now Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
25, check 25, check 25.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here.
Flag, right?
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And an alley to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in time in this game,
the wind is fucking not even going left to right. So how would I miss that?
The wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Frank Clark able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going deep for right into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Perfect time
Picked
to
up
use
by
it.
Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking downfield for Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Shreds the tackle. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check 26, check 26. Alert flare, flare. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Again, it's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And nowhere
to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 30 on second down. Mahomes, he's going to rifle one deep left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
I'm jumping up. Why ain't I catching this on
Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now it's Jackson, buying time to his left. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Yeah, all them yards on
third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go now. Mike, go to base. Go on. 57's the Mike.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. This is the play. Hey, D-Line, imagine. He's checking. Crash. Hang on. Check.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. Let's see where that trend would change now. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action here on first down. Roll it, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And he'll bring it a few.
What up? See my fucking baby doing. Y'all some pussies for that. That's a pussy shit. Let's call boom.
To the 23-yard line.
Mute my mic. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. That was some bitch shit right there. I don't give a fuck how you slice that. With that shit. Let's call boom and then mute my mic. Nigga, say that shit so I can hear it. Whatever the fuck you gonna say, nigga, say that shit. Don't mute no fucking mic. That's some girl shit. That was some girl shit right there. Yeah, and don't mute shit. It's like I told his ass, nigga, that's some girl shit. Don't mute shit. He ain't beating me. He ain't beating me. This nigga ain't said a word until he was up big. I had this motherfucker quiet. Nigga wouldn't talk.
They've got to dig down deep.
Nigga ain't having, nigga ain't say shit. I asked
anything to
nigga
cling
quiet.
on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
That's all he said.
They run it again with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anybody else who got something to say that's watching this shit, y'all can't beat me.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where will that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I took the life out of it. Yeah, I know how this shit go. I took the life out of it. Put that shit out. Get that shit.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
No, that's why I started punching at it. I'm like, this nigga ain't trying
what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
I got them big plays in the rack. I played myself going into that dumbass 46, 44.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And I'm jumping.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Working from the gun, Mahomes, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead.
You doing bullshit right now instead of just, what the fuck you out here doing? I'm swiping at that ball. You out here doing cute shit now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
All right. Better be smart about it.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's crazy. We good. All right. Like I said. It's good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can.
Come on, man. Nobody knows this man. Nobody knows who he is. Come on. Who knows him? Nobody.
Touchdown.
Are you fucking serious?
A big play there. 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
You won't kick me the ball.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for... That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. And even 50 yards. Flush to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes flushed out, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Shift! Watch the shift! Back!
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You better bring up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left.
Ain't shit from last time.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. He had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.